We came here looking for something. What do you know about V1?
You come to the right place. It should be a delightful reunion.
Good times.
Imagine waiting 15 years for the ultimate television family reunion, only to watch it turn into a complete bloodbath in the most boys way possible. Yeah, Eric Kripke really woke up and chose violence this week. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're like me, you've probably watched the new trailer for The Boys Season 5 Episode 5 about 20 times already. It is absolutely packed with massive Easter eggs, intense psychological drama, and the big one, the supernatural reunion that has the entire internet screaming. But honestly, that's just the surface. There is a specific moment involving Homelander in this trailer that is so bizarre and so out of left field that I literally had to pause the video, walk away from my computer, and process what I just saw. We're going to break down that specific what the heck moment later in the video, so definitely stay tuned for that, because it changes everything we know about his current mental state. Alright, let's set the stage. The heart of this episode takes place at the Vought Wellness Center. Now don't let the name fool you. In the Vought universe, wellness usually means we're hiding something illegal. This isn't some luxury spa with cucumber water and yoga classes. It's a glorified, high-security rehab facility for degenerate Compound V-infused superheroes who have hit rock bottom. Think about it. Where do you go when you're a godlike being with a drug problem and a PR nightmare? You go here. And this setting is a goldmine for the show. It's the perfect excuse for Kripke to throw in a dozen hilarious cameos of washed-up soups we haven't seen in years. I'm talking about the D-list celebrities of the soup world. The ones who peaked in the 90s and are now just trying to remember where they left their capes. So why are our two favorite toxic alpha males hanging out at a rehab center? Because they are on a desperate hunt for V1. If you've been keeping up, V1 was recently swiped by Bombsight. The problem is, Homelander and Soldier Boy are a little behind on the news. They haven't connected the dots to Bombsight yet, so they decide to interrogate the residents of the wellness center. And by interrogate, I mean they are basically shaking down every recovering addict in the building for answers. It's going to be chaotic, it's going to be violent, and honestly, seeing these two act like bad cops in a rehab clinic is the dark comedy we've been waiting for. And that leads us to the man of the hour, Jared Padalecki. He is officially stepping into the boots of Mr. Marathon. For those of you who aren't deep into the lore, Mr. Marathon was the original speedster for the Seven. He was the guy A-Train replaced. Imagine the Flash, but if he spent all his time at underground parties and eventually got kicked off the team for being an absolute liability. Jared plays him as this unapologetic, bitter degenerate who clearly hates Vought for throwing him away. He's got that I've seen too much energy, and seeing him stand his ground against Homelander is going to be a highlight of the season. But wait, there's more. While they're grilling Mr. Marathon, we get our first look at Misha Collins's character. He's another resident at the facility, and he looks like he's just trying to survive the day. Seeing Jared, Jensen, and Misha all in the same frame again is going to be a core memory moment for anyone who grew up with Supernatural. Stan Edgar even gets a meta line that made me bark laugh. He tells Homelander this should be a delightful reunion. On the surface, he's talking about Homelander seeing his old teammate. But we all know Kripke is talking to us. He's basically saying, yeah, I got the band back together, you're welcome. But guys, don't get too attached to the nostalgia. Delightful usually ends in a crime scene. The trailer gives us a glimpse of just how badly this reunion goes. It looks like Mr. Marathon and Misha's character try to play a dangerous game. They either try to jump Homelander, or even riskier, they try to manipulate Soldier Boy into turning on his son. Big mistake. Huge. We see a brutal shot of Soldier Boy, our guy Jensen, actively strangling Misha Collins. And in the background, Mr. Marathon is standing in a room full of dead bodies. It looks like the Winchester bond doesn't exist in this universe. In fact, it looks like Soldier Boy is the one who's going to end this reunion permanently. Press F in the comments to pay your respects right now, because I don't see any of the supernatural newcomers making it to the next episode. Now, let's talk about the most unexpected part of this whole trailer, the father-son bonding. Going into this season, most of us thought Soldier Boy would try to kill Homelander the first chance he got. He hated him in season 3, right? But something shifted in the last episode. When Homelander showed a rare moment of mercy and spared him, something clicked. They are finally realizing they have more in common than they thought. They both feel betrayed by the world. They're both incredibly toxic, and they both think they are better than everyone else. It's like a bring your dad to work day, except work involves murdering superheroes in a rehab center. There's a quieter moment where Soldier Boy is looking at an old photograph. He's reminiscing about the good old days before he was put on ice. Since they're in a rehab clinic, there's a high chance he's remembering a drug-fueled bender with some massive 80s celebrity. It's a perfect way to show that beneath the tough guy exterior, he's just as much of a mess as the people he's shaking down. Plus, it's another great meta joke about the actors' real-life history together. So where does the smartest person in the world fit into this? Sister Sage has been the puppet master all season, and it's becoming clear that she was the one who orchestrated the V1 theft. She's playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. But check this out. She isn't just working for Homelander anymore. She realized that Homelander's plan to replace God is insane. Even for a soup, that's a bridge too far. So, she's using the V1 as her insurance policy. She needs it as a way to potentially take him down if he becomes truly unstoppable. However, we're finally seeing the limits of her powers. Sage works on logic and probability. She's like a computer. She can predict the most likely outcomes. But humans aren't logical. She didn't calculate that Homelander and Soldier Boy would actually bond. She expected them to destroy each other, which would solve her problem for her. Now that they're a united front, Sage is in serious trouble. She's starting to lose control of the board, and a panicked Sage is a very dangerous Sage. By the end of the episode, we're likely going to see them track down the V1, setting up a massive collision in episode 6. There's a shot of Homelander firing his lasers into the sky in pure rage, and a syringe is sitting right there in the foreground. It heavily implies he might actually inject it. Can you imagine a V1 boosted Homelander? We're talking about a god becoming a super god. Okay, it wouldn't be a boys' breakdown if we didn't talk about the what the heck moments. This trailer gave us some of the most unhinged imagery we've seen all year. First, let's talk about terror. Butcher's dog is back, and we see him, well, let's just say he's having a very intimate moment with a Homelander plushie. Butcher is in the background, laughing his head off, while Frenchie looks like he wants to jump out of a window. It's gross, it's hilarious, and it's exactly the kind of humor we expect. Then, there's Adam Burke. The poor director looks like he's having the worst day of his life. There's a shot of him in a bathroom, and it looks like he's experiencing explosive, bloody health issues. I don't know what Vought put in his coffee, but someone needs to get that man to an ER immediately. And then, there's the butt rub. I'm not even kidding. There is a totally unexplained shot of Homelander bending over and slapping his own backside like he's egging someone on in a fight. Is he mocking Soldier Boy? Is he taunting a resident at the clinic? Or has he just finally lost the last thread of his sanity? It is so weird and so funny that it's already becoming a meme, and I cannot wait for the context. Also, don't sleep on the B-plot. The war between Black Noir and the Deep is reaching a breaking point. They've been sabotaging each other all season, and it looks like it's finally going to turn physical. It's the petty feud we didn't know we needed. Finally, we see Homelander visiting Stan Edgar in a white room. Stan isn't in the regular internment camps, he's in a special, isolated facility. This tells us that even though Homelander hates him, he knows he needs Stan's brain to run the country. It's a classic, keep your enemies close situation. But Stan looks like he's the one who's actually in control. This episode looks like it's going to be a turning point for the entire series. We're moving away from the side quests and straight into the endgame. The race for V1 is on, the supernatural guys are in the crossfire, and the father-son duo is ready to burn it all down. We're halfway through the season, and you know what that means in this show. I expect some major series regulars to start disappearing very soon. So I want to hear your wildest theories. Do you think Homelander actually takes the V1? Is Sage going to betray everyone to save herself? And seriously, what is up with that Homelander butt slap? Drop your theories and your death predictions in the comments below. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this deep dive, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe so you don't miss our breakdown of the actual episode when it drops, and hit the bell so you're the first to know.